Hello there. My name is, of course, R the Silent, and you are in another class of the Astral Academy. Welcome back to class. I know it's only one class a week, but it's kind of like college classes, so it should be relatively easy. Alright, so what we have for today is intent intent-based magic or intent-based magical protection, more like. So the interesting thing about this type of protection, although it may not be the strongest and most long-lasting type, people with clairsentience, and this is why I have said in previous videos that people who have clairsentience or are empaths, right, they are a lot stronger than they give themselves credit for. And with this specific type of protection, typically you can look up visualization spells like online, or you could read them in a few books, of course. But with this specific one, I believe clairsentience kind of takes the cake with it, because basically how you can use this kind of magic is entirely to your imagination and intent, which I think is really cool, and clairsentient people, we can pull in energy from around us. We can not only just feel energy, we can manipulate it. We can make it into, especially when we're angry, we can make it into different spells that work for us in different ways. So, as an example, let's say you are looking for just a run-of-the-mill regular protection, right? And a lot of spells online will tell you, well, think of a bright white light surrounding you, right? And it's purifying you, and it's not allowing certain things to get in. And that is one way to do it. I mean, yeah, right. But I mean, if you think outside of the box, it doesn't have to be just a white light. It can be a white light made of chainmail or thornmail, or it can be encasing your aura, sealing the holes around you. And it's really up to how you want to use this kind of magic. People with clairaudience, they may, as they are using this type of magic, get a message from their spiritual their guardian angel may communicate to them, telepathically or through their ability and gift, and tell them that, the energy that you were putting in place is now working, or perhaps they have a different kind of spirit that they're working with. And that will communicate to them exactly what's going on or how they're doing with the specific spell, right? Clairvoyant people, imagining the intent and using your will around it to make it into reality is going to be your strong point as well. Not so much manipulating the energy, but imagining the intent that you want to create in reality. And it's very powerful. It's very uplifting. You can create spells with intent-based magic for a lot of different things, a lot of different energies, and we'll talk more about how you can set that energy not just on yourself but onto other items, and those will be called talismans, and we'll talk about that later. But claircognizant people, typically what's going to happen with them is they will know that the protection that they seek is already in place, right? So there's like no cause for worry. They just know. And this can also be used towards banishing, so you can cleanse an area, right? You can use this kind of magic to protect your bed. You can put your energetic intent into your bed and make it, how do I say this? Transmute your energy with the intent. Like, you can create a ball of energy, right? And using that ball of energy and constantly feeding it your energy, you can give it the intent of transmuting negative energy in your room, right? And these are just basic level intent based spells. Now, as I had stated before, this is not the strongest type of magic, because if you create layering energy around your aura, it's probably going to dissipate within a couple of hours. And it's probably why I wanted to talk about this one first after the initial banishing video that I did last week, is because I'm not going to go in a specific order of what I think is strong, but I'm going to place certain things closer to the front of this lesson. That way you can understand which things aren't the best for protection, or what work in situations that are very dire. And pulling in energy and manipulating it and creating it and putting your intent and willpower into it is a good way for on-the-spot protection, but it is not the best form of protection that you can have. Right, and we can talk about energy vampires at a later point in time, and how they take in energy and what they do, and how they, well, use negative energy for a positive reason. Not all, I can't speak for every person, but in my general experience, they're looking for your life essence. And speaking of life essence, or your sacral chakra, using the energy that has been bestowed upon this specific chakra point will intensify a lot of different kinds of magic, but you have to be careful, because it also draws in different kinds of energy, as does high level or just regular high magic in general. Will pull certain spirits to you. So, before you start blessing your rituals with your life essence, whether that's a prick on the finger or other things, I think that it would be well within reason to try other ways of protection magic before, because, you can do whatever you like with your body. I like to believe I can do whatever I like with my body, within reason, of course. We live in society with rules that dictate how people should think or act in public, yada, 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 right? I mean, when it comes to your ritualistic way of doing your magic, it's up to you, but I will warn you, the more powerful the magic, the better your protection needs to be, to keep certain spiritual parasites or physical parasites from draining you of the very essence you're using in your magic. So, I think that pretty much sums up today's video. Unfortunately, I am trying very hard to push this out to 2 videos a week, and I want to eventually push out to a video every day, because there's so many topics, there's so many different things that we can talk about in the world of esoteric knowledge. So, I'm working on new topics. I really want to teach magic the way that I know how to do it, but I'm still working with licensing laws, fair use laws, as far as reading from a book or using a particular spell from a book. There's not really anything out there with this particular issue that I've been facing, but time will tell. So what I'm going to do is do an episode at the end of each lesson, or each chapter, excuse me, where I will give out references for the magic for words for the types of magic that I've been using over the last or past 11 years, right? So if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe. You'd be doing me a favor. I'd appreciate you if you'd subscribe. And I just wanted to tell people that we are the pixie dust of the universe in carbon form. We're literal miracles. Absolute miracles, right? The very foundation and structure of our existence is a mathematical anomaly. So, your homework, if you care, is to practice an attitude of gratitude, because it makes all the difference in the world when you can get up in the morning and say, I feel blessed because I can drink water. I feel blessed that I have a roof over my head. I feel blessed to even have the capability of feeling those things. Warm water on your face. Or even just the ability to feel gratitude, right? Or how all these actions can make you feel. So that is your homework, once again, if it matters to you. If not, don't worry about it. We'll get to it in the next lesson, right? And once again, I am R the Silent. This is the Astral Academy, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, because the next video is going to be pretty awesome. Alright, everybody. Have a good night.